Hello everyone. Today we will discuss regarding the new chapter, that is dual nature of matter and radiation. So first of all, the introduction of that chapter we will discuss in this session. So Max Planck in 1901 he gave the concept of radiation. So according to this concept, radiations means some light waves, radio waves, X-rays, microwaves, etc. They are assumed to carry the energy in packets or bundles. They are known as the photons or quanta. In 1924, de Broglie suggested that the radiation and matter they shows dual nature. Already in wave optics also we have discussed regarding the de Broglie wave equation, that is regarding dual nature of light. So light as well as our matter, both they will show the dual nature, that will be suggested by the de Broglie. So next we will discuss regarding what is meant by an electron emission. The name itself telling electron emission means the liberation of electron from the metal surface, that is called as electron emission. To escape the electron that has to escape from the metal surface, therefore the electron must perform certain amount of work, and that amount of work to overcome the restraining surface forces. The energy which is required for the electron to do this work, that can be supplied from the external sources. Therefore, on the basis of external energy, the electron emission that will be classified into certain groups. So they are called as, first one is thermionic emission, second one is field emission, and third one is photoelectric emission, and the last one is secondary emission. So how the external energy which is applied to liberate the electrons from the metal surface, so based on that the groups are classified into the four, that is thermionic emission, field emission, photoelectric emission, and the last one is the secondary emission. Coming to the first one, that is thermionic emission. Name itself suggesting thermionic. Thermal means the heat. So in this case, the process of emission of electron from a heated metal surface is called as thermionic emission. So in this case, the the electrons which are emitted, they are called as thermoelectrons. What are the electrons which are come out from the metal surface with the help of heated metal surface? Therefore that electrons we call it as it is thermoelectrons. And similarly, in this method, the thermal energy which is utilized for an electron emission, I already told the name itself telling it is thermionic. Therefore the thermal energy which is used to liberate the electron. A metal which is heated sufficiently to the high temperature, about 2500 degrees Celsius, then it enables the electrons to leave the metal surface. Therefore the name comes it as thermionic emission. Means the suitable high temperature you have to provide to the metal surface, then the electrons which come out from the metal surface. Therefore the number of electrons which are emitted per second per unit area, that will be depend upon the temperature of the surface as well as the metal which we are using. And the next, this type of emission which is used or which is employed in electronic vacuum tubes and the cathode ray tubes. So they are useful in case of vacuum tubes as well as the cathode ray tubes. So this is regarding thermionic emission. Next we will come across the second one, that is the field emission. So in this case, it is the process of emission of electron by application of a very strong electric field. Therefore the name comes it as field emission. Means a very strong electric field whenever you are going to apply for the metal, at that time the electrons which will be liberated from the metal surface. Therefore this process is called as the field emission. Here the strong electric field means how much it is the strong electric field is of the order 10 raised to 8 volt per meter. So for per meter you are applying 10 raised to 8 volt of electric field, which is applied to the metal, and it will pulls the electrons out from the metal surface. Similarly, this method of electron emission, which is used in working of X-ray tubes. So X-ray tube working process, the high or strong electric field which is useful, there it is used as the field emission. So this is regarding the field emission. Coming to the next one, that is photoelectric emission. Already you know regarding the photoelectric emission, that is the process of emission of electron from the metal surface when a radiation of suitable high frequency which is incident on the metal surface is called as photoelectric emission. In this case, on the metal, a suitable high frequency radiation, whenever it will falls on the metal surface, at that time the electrons that will be liberated from the metal surface, and the energy of incident radiation that will be gets transferred to the electrons in the metal. As a result, the electrons, they are liberated from the metal surface. Similarly, the rate of emission of the electron that will be increases as the intensity of the radiation increases. So this thing you have to remember. So more number of emission of electron is possible if the intensity of the radiation is also increases. Similarly, the kinetic energy of electrons that will be increases as the frequency of the radiation increases. Remember one thing, the emission of electron that will be increased by increasing the intensity, but the kinetic energy of electron that will be increases with a increase in the frequency of the radiation. Similarly, the photocells are based on this phenomena. Already we know regarding the photocells which are based on the using this photoelectric emission. Similarly, coming to the last point, that is the last emission, that we call it as it is secondary emission. So the name itself telling it is secondary emission. How the emission process will be taken place here means the process of emission of electrons from the metal surface by the bombardment of fast moving electrons, that is known as secondary emission. So in this case what happens, just see here, when high speed electrons they strikes a metal surface, they give their kinetic energy to the electrons in the metal. If the electrons that gains the sufficient energy and they are emitted from the metal surface, and they are called as secondary electrons. Similarly, the incident electrons, they are called as the primary electrons. Means whenever the primary electrons they will strike with the electrons or the strikes with a metal surface, and they give the kinetic energy to the another electrons, therefore that electrons they will emitted from the metal surface, therefore it is called as the secondary emission. And whatever the incident electrons are there they are called as the primary electrons. And the number of electrons which are emitted, they are depend upon the material of the surface and the energy of incident electrons. So the number of whatever the electrons they are emitted, they depend upon the material of the surface and the energy of incident electrons. How much energy of incident means the primary electrons, how much energy they will give to the secondary electrons, that will also depend here, as well as the metal or the surface of the material which we are using. In this process, this process is used in photomultiplier tube, which is used in the detection of gamma ray. So this secondary emission which is used in the photomultiplier tube, and that will used to detection of the gamma rays photons. So this is regarding the secondary emission. So this is regarding the introduction and the electron emission in case of dual nature of matter. So just go through this.